Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this?
I tell you what, if you're up till 4 in the morning playing your Nintendo system like the Ashvillian,
you have no life.
4 in the morning playing your Nintendo system like the Ashvillian,
You're a social reject.
Do I have everybody's attention now?
What is good, everybody? Time for a video because I've been in the video making mood lately now that the faceless freaks are taken care of. So be sure to check out my channel. There is no Twitter. Check out the Weapon Wheel podcast. Check out, Smooth, Jimmy, Jack, BG. We're on episode 199. Special 200 coming this weekend. But one thing I did say last week on episode 199 is that the new Nintendo Switch will not be the Pro. It will be smaller. It will be cheaper. It will be Joy-Conless. And it will come out just in time for Pokemon. And I was right on all accounts. And I'm not always right, but normally I am. And I try to pride myself on being right most of the time. Majority of the time. But this is not a bad decision by Nintendo. This is a perfect decision by Nintendo. Doesn't matter how you feel about it. Doesn't matter if you're saying that it confirms it being a handheld. I mean, you can make the argument that they know that stronger consoles are coming, so they're trying to get out of the console market, so they're trying to get back into the dedicated handheld market. Bottom line is, they'll probably do a revision for the connected TV hybrid console version as well. But I guess you really can't call it a hybrid console anymore. I really never called it a hybrid console. I literally called it a handheld, which you can plug in to your TV, and I'm pretty sure the PlayStation handhelds have done that prior. But what I do like about the new smaller Switch Lite, one, its form factor, its durability, and its build construction is already going to be better. It's not going to bend, it's not going to warp like the current Switches that we have right now. Two, if you want a dedicated handheld, you really can't get any better. It's handheld, it's smaller, the screen is smaller, it will fit in your pocket, it has no detachable Joy-Cons, it has none of that HDR rumble, I believe. It will fit in your pocket, as I said before, and it has better battery life. I feel that Nintendo is under the impression that these games look so crappy blown up on the big screen that they're just going to put them and relegate them and delegate them to a handheld only machine. Next up, a D-pad. A functional D-pad, not the cross button thing so you can take off the Joy-Con and play your little crappy games, but an actual real D-pad. I do not like the Joy-Cons on the Switch. One, the left side needs a D-pad like this. And two, I really wish we had the right analog stick raised and the buttons lowered. Now, I know a lot more people like playing with the Xbox controller, the offset analogs, and now that I think about it, I don't even know if that's true anymore because more people own the DualShock 4 and tons of people use the DualShock 4 on PC, but it really cramps up your hands trying to lower your right thumb down onto the bottom right to reach that analog. The Wii U's tablet is so much more comfortable, and I really wish that somebody would make a D-pad that can be used wireless as a nunchuck on the Switch, as well as a nunchuck where it elevates the right analog stick so it's more symmetrical like the Wii U tablet. I think this is a good idea, and it's going to sell like crazy. It's going to sell like crazy. It's coming out at a cheap $200 or a cheaper $200. I don't know your financial situation. That's your own business. And it's coming out right next to the new Pokemon game. As I said, genius. The screen is smaller, 5.5 inches. I believe it is 0.61 pounds. It comes in 3 colors, turquoise, black, and yellow. And I'm not gonna lie, that turquoise color is pretty beastly looking. I like the yellow too, but fancy colors are cool to me, but at the end of the day, I'd probably just go black because it goes uniform with everything else I have. Where's all those, the RGBs? That would be nice. RGBs would be nice. So again, like I said, there is no HDR rumble support, and there is no IR camera included in the Joy-Cons. You can use separate Joy-Cons with them. You can connect to them. One thing I am kind of nervous of is if you really damage your analog sticks on these things, you're pretty boned. You aren't, yeah, those aren't being replaced or anything. And playing games like Smash definitely isn't what you'd want to be using, but hey, it is what it is. Next up we have, oh god, Miyamoto. Oof. Might be time to hang him up and retire, man. You like the Vince Carter of video games right now. You on your last legs, you a legend, but it's time to go. Nintendo has not fallen behind on online network services, says Miyamoto. This is crazy. We're still using friend codes. We still don't have party chat. Smash on the Switch is still a goddamn mess from what Shokyo and all my friends in the reel say. They say that they are not behind on cloud computing, mobile, and/or VR. Oh god. Here, I'll quote it for you. We have not fallen behind with either VR or network services, Miyamoto responded. We worked on them from the very beginning and have been experimenting with them in a variety of ways. Why is this even an experiment? Why does this have to be experimented on? You've seen the infrastructure since 2002. You've had the blueprint since 2002. You've had the Dreamcast. You've had the Xbox. You've had the Xbox 360. You've had the Xbox One. You've had the PlayStation 3. You've had the PlayStation 4. You've had 5 consoles with fully functional online. 6 if you want to include the PlayStation 2. That you can look at. That you can see what works and what doesn't work. Nothing needs to be experimented on. I don't get it. I really don't, but hey, that's Nintendo. You know how they are. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps backwards. Miyamoto goes on to say, because we don't publicize this until we release a product, it may look like we're falling behind. Well, if you don't have a product out, and you're not utilizing the product, said product and services, when those said product and services are already out, and they've been out for generations of gaming, then yes, Nintendo, then yes, Miyamoto, I hate to break it to you, and I'm going to be that man that tells you, yeah, you have fallen behind. Regarding the issue of cloud gaming, Miyamoto said, I think that the cloud gaming will become more widespread in the future, but I have no doubt that there will continue to be games that are fun because they are running locally and not on cloud. I mean, that's common sense. I mean, we're going to have games that are local, that don't need to be on the cloud. But I am not understanding this. I really don't get it. It's 2019. We're going into another decade soon. In 2020. Let's see. 8, 9, 10. We're 6 months away from a new year. We're 6 months away from a new decade. It will be 2020, and Nintendo will still be using friend codes, and they still will not have party chat. How this is excusable, I have no idea. You have a system, a network that has less features than the Wii U, and the crazy thing is you now have to pay for it. You have to pay for a network that is inferior. I just don't understand it. Another thing I don't understand is they are removing the camera from the Switch Lite. So I mean, do they have video conferencing? Do they have web chat? I don't know. Do they even have Netflix on this thing? I really don't know. But again, I think the Switch Lite is a good idea because, one, it allows you to get a cheaper, more affordable, more user-friendly, more ergonomic, more handheld, more kid-friendly, more adaptable piece of hardware out in the market that is the same power as the current handheld. You don't need to increase the power. You don't need to spend R&D on making something more powerful to, split the SKUs in half. You're still developing for one SKU and one system. So we have good news. with the Switch Lite, and we have bad news with, you know, what else is new? Nintendo not having online. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Subscribe to the channel. Like it. Follow me. Hit the bell. You can't follow me on Twitter. I'm sorry. Maybe sometime in the future, but not now. Take it easy.